I face so many challenges, but the biggest of it all is having to work and school at the same time. I find it difficult at times balancing the two, having to be at duty on work and having to be at lectures at the same time. So I miss lectures as a result. Another challenge too is financial challenges. There's also an issue of finances where I have to buy handouts, slides, books, and many other things for myself. So the financial challenge too is there. But notwithstanding, we are making progress.
Here, basically, when we are in the house, we heard that the university is so easy, you can do anything that you want. But my dear, that is not true. The university is not easy as we think. The university is a place of war. You have to do what is expected of you. You have to go to lectures. Nobody guides where you go, where you come from, but you have to be there before you can pass your exams. The challenges, where you mingle with, who you go with, who you study with, all those are challenges. People see themselves in the university with different groups that cause them to lose the aims and vision that they brought. So those are challenges that you face in the university.
Depending on where you find yourself. Me like this, I have quite a number of challenges. For instance, I stay in the house. I never had the opportunity to stay on campus where I could be with my friends in the hostel. I live in the house, so sometimes combining the studies and the house chores is not easy, and it's a challenge.
Okay, some of the challenges inadequate preparation. Yes, some didn't fully prepare. I mean, like mentally, academically, financially. Yeah, these are some of the challenges, and then also the choice of friends. The friends you choose have a major impact on your academic performance. Back in SHS, every teacher is going to give you notes on every topic, every detail that he's supposed to give. He's going to make the notes for you. But here comes here in the university, you have to make your own notes, you have to make other research and other stuffs. But when we're back in the SHS, you'll be given every note, every detail of it, and then you have Sarin to be announcing that you have lectures during this. You have class during this time. There's break time. There's time for preps. But here, it's as if like your life is in your own hands. You have to plan for everything yourself. When you are supposed to go for lectures, you have to check your time yourself. When you are supposed to study, no one is going to pressure you to study. So, if you don't make time for yourself and then you are not self-disciplined, sometimes you have a personal timetable, but you find it difficult to go with your personal timetable.
In a broader sense, university is not easy, but you can make it easy for yourself. It all depends on the mindset and your approach to university. If you come with a lazy mindset, definitely university will be a very difficult place for you to be. But if you come with full seriousness, ready to learn, ready to tackle issues, ready to work on your own, university will be easy for you. So the answer is relative depending on the person who is answering it.
It's not an easy place. You have to study very hard. There are rules in the university that there are particular grade. If you are not able to get it to a particular number of semesters or term, you have been sacked from the school. So what do you do after you pay a lot of money and you are not able to reach that target and you are supposed to be sacked from the school? That tells you that the university is not an easy place to be. It's not a place where you eat and sleep and wake up, eat and sleep, wake up. It is a place where you have to do serious academic work. That is where you are building yourself. That is where you are building your internal code, what you have been given. So you have to do more academic work. The academic work actually, it is challenging sometimes, but if you are a student that is very determined, it becomes very easy. You follow what the lecturers give you, you read what they ask you to read, and you come to exams, you read where you are to read, you study what you are to study, and make sure you understand everything, and it's good to go. It's good to go. You will not get everything at any time, but the little you can do, your best should be enough.
Definitely no. If it was so, some of us will not have the privilege to be here at the university level. It is your determination, your passion, your seriousness that sends you to the university. You may not have rich parents, you may not be coming from a rich home, but if you are passionate about your destiny and you really want to make it, you can get yourself into the university. For example, I am just a typical example where I have to be working to fund my education whilst I'm still in school. So if you really want to do it, you can do it, notwithstanding whether your parents are rich or they are not rich.
Answer is no. It's not only rich people who are supposed to go to university. Anybody at all can go to university. Because going to university, I can see the university doesn't know you. Your university only know you are great. They only know your results that you have used to apply. So they don't know your family, whether your parents are rich, your parents are poor. All they know is you, and you have passed, you have met the qualification they want. So they don't have any problem with that. The university is not about rich people. It's for anybody. It's for anybody.
Students from poor and broken home can actually go to university as such. You can actually go to university when your parents are poor and your family are not rich. You can also go to university. Myself, as example, I don't have parents that take care of me in the university, but I'm still making it out here. I pay my fees, I do everything. It's not easy though, but when you have the goal, the aim to go through, you can make it. If you have the aim, you can make it. I have the ambition, I have the target, I have the plan, everything. I work during vacation to get my fees, pay my accommodation. Even though that is not enough, there's still struggling, but the dream should keep you going, and that can make you push through.
Well, I would like to say you should be careful about the friends you make or the people you associate yourself with. We are all coming from different backgrounds, and we're raised from by different parents. So what my parents teach me is quite different from what your parents teach you or somebody's parents teach him. So I cannot compare myself. I cannot move with anybody in the university because you can move with anybody, but then at the end of the day, it is going to affect you if you don't choose the right person. There are some people who are not coming from a good home, like maybe your father is your mother is that. I don't want to give name to anybody's parent, but if you find yourself associating with such people, it's going to affect you. Just like the Bible says that evil company or bad company corrupt good behavior?
Okay, so I would say that what you should be particularly careful about when you enter the university is the friends you make, the people you take as friends, the people you follow around. In fact, coming to the university, I've met a lot of friends who has impacted me positively, and I also know people who have come to the university, and because of the friends that they entangled themselves with, they have become so bad, like things has went wrong for them. So when you are coming to the university, what you should be careful about is friends. Your friends can either make you or unmake you, so you have to be very, very careful of the friends you make at the university, because they will determine how you finish the school, whether you finish it successfully or you will not be able to finish it.
So if you're in the university, you have to be very careful that you don't offend any school authority, that you don't break any rule that govern the school. Aside that, there are a lot of friends out there. If you are somebody that is going to university to make it as a student, know the kind of friend you have. Be very, very careful with the kind of friend you have. There are some friends, they'll make you achieve the aim that you want. There are some friends, they'll make you lose what you have. There are some friends, they'll make you add more to yourself. So who do you mingle with? That should be a factor to be considered when you find yourself in the university. People will lead you astray, but people will also make you good. It depends on you. Study the people that you are with. We have people from different backgrounds, so study the people that you are with.
Okay, one of the things I remember that I didn't do right was when I came to the university first year. I was so isolated, like I didn't make any friends, like I was learning on my own, doing everything personal. But when I made a few friends who had really impacted me, I really realized that I was actually missing something, because I was learning on my own. But right now, I'm able to learn with other people. I get more ideas, unlike when I was in university level 100, that I didn't have so many friends. So I actually regretted that, like the first year, I didn't make time to make friends. Though I told you to be careful of friends, but definitely you can make a few friends looking at their character and other things, and it will really impact you positively.
I remember I never chose adult education as a course. I never knew there was a course like that in the university. So I was when I received my admission, I realized that university had given me adult education. And I was wondering, why would the university give me adult education when I didn't even choose it? I didn't even know this course exists. So I didn't like it. And I was getting angry. I was like, university, you don't think I'm an adult? Why they give me adult course to offer? It was that thing that was worrying me, and I used to cry. Honestly, I got broken heart. Let me put it that way. I got a broken heart because I didn't like the course and they gave it to me. So I was crying every day. I was crying. I was not learning. At some point, though I had paid my fees, but I wanted to say I'm not going to school again, and that money will just go waste like that. But it was foolishness because I was supposed to spend time and do research about the course and know a lot about the course. I didn't do that. All I did was crying. I didn't like it, and they gave it. I didn't even know it, and they gave it. You know what I was saying?
I regret my first semester. I didn't take things that serious because I didn't know the do and don'ts and then the in and out of the university. So when I go in, I was also following, attending lectures, and then seriously, I was not learning that serious. I was not taking my studies that serious. So the grades I was supposed to make, though my grades are good, but I could have made them better. So I regret of not managing my time properly during my first semester.
In the secondary school, You are guided by your teachers. Everything they will have to direct you. Go and study, go for prep, go for class, go and eat. But second, in the university, no one is going to tell you to go and eat. No one is coming to chase you to go for lectures. No one is coming to chase you to go and do your washing. No. You, when you are in the university, even if you are 15 years, 12 years in university, they assume you are matured enough to be able to plan for yourself. And those are the difference. So you have to choose or you have to plan for yourself in the university. You cannot sit down thinking that some you hear Sarin that go to dining, you hear Sarin that go for lectures. University it's not like that. So those are those are some of the difference about university or these are some of the things that differentiate university from secondary school.
You hear some words, we are going for a class in the SHS. Here we say we are going for a lecture. We are going for a lecture. Now, these come to play because of the different methods that the people use to teach or lecture. In the SHS, they teach, but here they lecture. They expect you that you are a matured individual and you have to understand much. So they will not come there, stand in front of you and teach you how to do 1 plus 1 before you get 2. No, they just tell you that 1 plus 1 is 2. But how it is 2, you have to find out yourself. But in the SHS, the teacher will definitely come and tell you, if you do this and do that, 1 plus 1 will be 2. If you do this and do that, 1 minus 1 will be that. But in the university, they will not tell you that. They will come and give you the books, read. They will come and give you the books, tell you how it is in it, how it is done and that. They will not put everything on board, show you step by step what is this. They give you final answer, look for the steps. So the instructional method in the university and the SHS is somehow different. Very, very different. They don't teach you, they lecture you. They tell you things and you try to understand yourself. They don't make you understand, but they tell you how it is, and you have to think about it and understand it.
Yeah, here in the university, no one will tell you it's time for break. You decide when to eat, you decide when to sleep, you decide when to study. Lectures, even others decide not to go. But isn't a good behavior though. Others decide not to go. Some of the lecturers doesn't care whether you attend lectures or you don't, but others do. But our advice for you to attend lectures. So here, as I say, if you are not self-disciplined, you'll find it difficult. And then here too, they don't give us notes. Just if the lecturer decides to give you note, then it's doing you a favor because they are to lecture, they don't teach the lecture. So when they give you a course outline at the beginning of the semester, it's assumed what has been given has been taught. So you need to make sure everything that is on the course outline, you're able to cover it before the end of the semester.
Somebody stayed on campus will actually have more time to the facilities on campus, something like library, something like going to lecture hall on time and tight security. You are good to go if you are staying on campus. If you rent apartment outside, then you totally live basically for yourself. No security, anything at all can happen. But one thing to this, that you have your peace of mind. Actually, if you are staying on campus, you actually have to stay in a room with people, 4 or 3, everybody with their culture and background, then that also becomes a challenge. But somebody staying outside, rent apartment on his own or her own, stays alone, have your peace of mind. As you're a student as such, you can learn in your room and all do all the things that you want to do that is very good for your academic purpose.
I can only talk about living off campus, but not living on campus because I don't live on campus. So I can say that living off campus is not easy because you would have to do other chores in the house because especially when you are working like me, you have to work because That is where you get the money from to be able to pay your fee. So if you don't work, you cannot get money to pay your fee. So sometimes you have to leave your studies and go and do what you have to do, because that is what will help you to go to school. So sometimes what you do is maybe to spend time to study in the night, like instead of you to sleep, sacrifice your sleep and study. That is the only thing that I do. But when it comes to living off campus, it's a challenge.
Well, I might not know a lot about living on campus, but living off campus, I can say a lot about living off campus because I'm living in a hostel off campus. Okay, well, some of the disadvantages is the amount the hostels, like the amount you pay. They cost much more than the hostels on campus, and then sometimes too, one of the advantages to get some hostels which even cost less, and then sometimes those on campus have easy access to the school facilities like the library and other stuffs, and then especially also the Wi-Fi, the free Wi-Fi. So and then if you're living off campus, you need to be walking to the campus to be able to access the library or to access the Wi-Fi, and then also sometimes when I'm having lectures, you need to wake up early to be able to get to the lecture halls easier. But living off campus to helps you to get things that are less expensive and other stuff because you're on campus. Most of the things you sell on campus sometimes they're a bit expensive, but when you're living off campus, you can choose to buy or go to a different place.
In the university, nobody calls you to go and study. Nobody punish you when you don't come to class. Nobody chase after you to go to prep or whatever. But the fact is that if you don't go and do all those stuffs, the end judges it. You will never be able to perform in the exam. You will never be able to put up your best and the grade you want to get. You will never be able to get that. But back in the SHS, if you don't come to class, the teacher will definitely mark register and maybe punish you. If you don't go to prep, they punish you. But here it's not like that. All those things are in your own hand. The way you handle it, it gives you what you want. If you don't go to class, you don't understand. So you have to go to the class, listen to what the lecturer have to say, then take that and build up on it on yourself. What you want to do in university, your interest, your God-given talent, that is what you're supposed to pursue in the university. Personally, that is what I am thinking to be the right thing to do. So that it is your fruit of work and you're going to do that internally. Internal life, and you have to be happy doing that. If you are not happy doing that, then it's going to be a challenge. You can't give your best. So whatever course you do in the university should be your interest. No one to impose a course on you that I want you to do this because I know that is best for you. What about yourself? What do you think is your capability? You have to know and choose that. Actually, I started from the scratch, came to the university, wondering around how to make it up, but I set a goal that I have to achieve it. I sit down, study day and night. I'm not done yet, but I'm praying, hoping that I'll come out from the university with a very good grade, very good result. So I'm making it, I'm trying my best. It's a success for me, personally for me. So as a coming youth, young one there, want to go to university, set your goal now. Know what you want to do now, and it's going to be easy.
So when you are coming to the university, you know why you are going there. That's one important thing. Know why you are going there, what you want, and you are going there. So it shouldn't be like, because my friend told me that university life is easy, university is not difficult, or people don't study in the university, so I'm going to university, I'm not going to learn. If you do that, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you greatly. So don't have that mentality of university, they don't learn. They learn in secondary school, in every area they learn. Even in the house, they learn, not only in the university. So everywhere people learn, you have to learn. So if you don't, how will you pass? Because they teach like they teach you in the secondary school. And if you don't revise your notes, or your slides, how are you going to pass? How will you make it? Everybody writes exams. So the exam you write secondary school, you write exams in the university. So if you don't learn, how are you going to make it? You have to learn. University is not something that will say you do what you want or people don't study, so I'm not going to study. If you have that mentality, it's not going to help you at all, my brother, my sister. It's never going to help you.
Okay, so my general advice for everyone who is yet to go to university is, first, going to the university is possible. It's possible. It's not like a place for like some kind of rocket science students, or no, it is possible. Just believe yourself that you can go to the university. And the advice I also have for you is that university is a place where you build your career. So you have to know what actually you want. Know what exactly you want. Somebody like me, when I was coming to school to read psychology, people were like, oh, and psychology, there's no money, there's what. But that is what I am passionate about. And what it does is that sometimes we have lectures, or there are some things we are doing, people are complaining and this thing is difficult, biological psychology, I didn't do biology at the senior high school, so it's difficult for me. But trust me, anytime they mention the word psychology, I'm just happy. Like when I'm going to the class, I'm just happy, because like that is what I actually want to do. So I don't see anything, no matter how challenging it is, I am enjoying it. Like I just like what I'm doing. So that is what you choose, what you want. Let it be your passion. Don't let people dictate to you to do things that you don't like, because in the end you are going to really struggle at school if you don't like the course you are doing.